Then the next question that we have is on ITC, and this is from Murli, who's writing us from Chennai, and wants to know as to how ITC stocks have responded or behaved during tax raises on cigarettes in the previous years. Just to give a brief to Murli, usually what happens is that all of these costs are generally passed on to the consumer, and that generally impacts their overall volumes. But with regards to where the stock is concerned, Akshay, you'll be able to give us any perspective as to last time when the cigarette hike happened, how did the stock react? And going forward, from a charts point of view, how would you assess ITC's charts right now?
See, from a budget perspective, there's always an overhang about the increase in excise on tobacco. But if you look at the last, I think, couple of times, there was not much major impact on this particular sector. And in fact, the excise hike has already come in well before the budget. So at least from the budget perspective, you can be a bit relaxed that there will be no more further hikes. But at least from a chart perspective, what I see is that a major support zone was breached on the day the announcement came in. This breach of support happened at the levels of 380, and so that's a negative development if you are a short-term trader. Now the stock will try to find a support somewhere, try to build a support base and try a small recovery. It's too early to call in a base, but my expectation is somewhere around the level of 340, 350 zone is where you can expect a trading bounce back. So it will take time for the stock to recover. So not recommended for short-term trading, but if you're an investor, the right levels where you can start accumulating from a long-term perspective should be somewhere around the 340 odd zone.